I was speaking to Robbie Abeloy from Harley Davidson, and I don't know how many it is, Robbie. I think have they booked 50,000 of your 440s? Some crazy number. You know, the Triumph guys have booked another 50,000 of their Scrambler. So the numbers are sort of growing exponentially in the Indian biking scene. Manufacturers are coming in. I was at EICMA. I think a lot of you guys would have gone to EICMA just 2-3 weeks ago. And it was my first time there, and I just saw the scale, the sheer stupefying size of that exhibition. You know, it was thousands of motorbike apparel brands, motorbike brands. The day I was there, I think there must have been 85,000 people just in the morning, on a Thursday morning to be at a bike festival. And, well, you know, is that the future for India Bike Week? You know, 70, 80,000 people in Goa? Maybe. You know, at some point that's going to start happening. Now, have we been, you know, what Danush wanted me to talk about is how important India Bike Week has been to the development of biking culture in India. And I don't know. Have we out and bought a bigger bike, a better bike? More and more people we're meeting that are doing overland trips, that are you know, using their motorbike for adventure, for independence, for travel. One of the most really gratifying things about doing your bike week is that, and I don't want to be too woke about this, but it really makes me happy, is we've seen the emergence of women biking clubs. We've seen the emergence of women traveling across the world, Indian women on bikes that they bought here. Claudia, I just met from Germany, is here, and she's obviously spent a lot of time on her motorbike traveling the world, and she's going to be speaking at a big trip. And we've got, I think, 3 or 4 amazing women speakers to talk about their biking experiences. And I'm seeing our social media. I don't know if you guys have been following it, but it's unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, we've been reposting everyone that's been riding down to India Bike Week, and it's boys and women and people with their kids and guys and girls with dogs on the back of their bikes, and I mean, I'm floored by it. It's just a really beautiful community that we seem to have developed here. One thing TJ did want me to say is that, you know, biking went from counterculture to subculture and now to the mainstream. And I think that by and large that's largely true. Again, is it because of India Bike Week? I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's as much to do with Harley Davidson, Triumph, Ducati, the other guys, BMW, Enfield, as anyone else. But I think we've been part of the mix, and I think and it's been a mix that we've been loving being a part of. I mean, we love it. We love this festival. We love the fact that we don't care what you ride, right? There's something magical. I said this last year for whoever was here, but there's something magical about getting on a little scooter and just. This is. Let's hope that this is a good luck for the festival. This only happens once or twice. 10 exponential sort of growth in riders that are coming from rural India, not from the main 5-6 big cities. We've seen over 50 sponsors over the last 10 years, over 400 retail brands. I think we've got well over 100 exhibitors at the festival this year. And yes, back in 2013 there were probably 40, 50 biking clubs we were in touch with. So now we're talking to about 350 biking clubs across the country. India Bike Week has seen some key launches over the years. We've got a lot of launches happening this year. But we've seen the Harley Davidson Street 750, the KTM 390 Adventure. We launched Husqvarna here, the Triumph Rocket 3, BMW's GTL 1600, the Mantis. And the other thing that we've done in India Bike Week is that we've reached out to the international community of bikers. So, you know, we've had everyone from Ted Simon. If you look on that wall over there, you'll see just the sheer number of people that have come here. Simon and Lisa have joined us this year from traveling the world for 17 years on a motorbike. And in fact, Simon was just telling me that you know, a couple of months back, Charlie Borman was talking about India Bike Week and how much he enjoyed being here. The future of India Bike Week. To the future. We're always a bit conflicted about the future. We love coming to Goa, and Goa's like the perfect place to do India biking. It really is. I mean, it's sort of centre of the country, loads of things to do, beautiful state, and we love Goa. We also love Rajasthan. You know, we love Tamil Nadu, we love Delhi, we love Pune. We would love to take India biking on the road. I don't think it's going to happen for a while. We're wedded to Goa for the foreseeable future. But one thing we have done, and this is with the help of our friends and partners at Gulf Sintrack, is that we've massively extended the Giant Pagoda rides that we do on Sundays. So, you know, we've gone from 4 or 5 to 12, we're going to go to 20, and we're going to keep increasing those. And if you haven't been on a Giant Pagoda ride, you have to, I mean, it's quite mad actually. And, you know, there's a thing in here, where is it? I can't find it, it's on one of my notes. But basically, you know, it wasn't Bharatpur, it was 1,400 bikers turned up on a Sunday morning at 5 a.m, 6 a.m. I mean, it's extraordinary, just to ride with us, to have breakfast. That's the power of the India Bike Week brand, I suppose. Net, I mean, I think we probably had about 20,000 bikers, 30,000 bikers on our Giant Pagoda rides this year. That number's going to increase. And we're constantly talking about, you know, we should take a version of India biking, perhaps the racing. We should take the 6-7 racetracks we built this year, we should take them to other cities and start building that community of bike racers. One thing's for sure is that it is going to keep growing. You know, and I think all of us here in the biking community have seen the changes over the last 10 years. But it's really in the last 2 or 3 years. You know, again, going back to Ravi launching the 440X and the Triumph Scrambler and so on, we've seen these amazing new bikes at a great price point coming online, and literally hundreds of thousands of new bikers coming into the mix. Will we ever be Sturgis with 250,000 bikers? I mean, who knows? Maybe. You know, it's possible. This year, like Yudi said, we called it 10X. 10 times bigger? I don't know if it's 10 times bigger than last year. Last year was pretty big, but it feels 10X just because of the energy and the vibrancy around the festival. And again, I'll go back to what Navir and his team have been doing with our social media. I don't know much about social media, but I've not seen many festivals with that many people posting about them. I mean, it's thousands of riders have been posting India Bike Week stuff, and we've been reposting it.
So it's week in 2013, and he wears it every year for the opening of the festival. This man is very passionate, and we've given him a ton of deodorant, so you can come and hang around with him. He's lovely, and thank you, Martin, for introducing us to this wonderful family, for bringing India Bike Week to all the bikers out there. And one thing is very clear: if you don't have the right partners, you don't have the right support, nothing this grand can happen. And only when you have the right people coinciding with you and with your ideas and with your passions can you make such amazing things happen. So I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce on stage one of the members of the lead sponsors team. This gentleman here, very sharp, very bright. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Mr. Amit Geji, Head Marketing, Gulf Oil and Lubricants, India. Sir, once again, thank you for being part of India Bike Week 2023. 10x the fun and 10x the partners.
Thanks, Vijay. Very difficult to engage the audience after Martin. Right? He speaks so passionately about biking and about India Bike Week. It's very difficult topic. Thanks, Yuri. And yeah, so we came on board. 10x the fun. What better occasion to partner with India Bike Week than when they are doing their 10th anniversary, right? And Martin spoke about the growing culture of motorcycling culture in India. Because are one with their machine, right? That's the same passion. That is one of the brand values of Gulf, and that's one of the reasons why we are associating. Of course, it's an important segment for us. Of course, there is Gulf Sintrack engine oil, which is tailored for all these bikers. But more importantly, it's about shared values, it's about passion, it's about endurance. Some of you may know that Gulf has a very rich motorsports history. This is more true internationally, this is more true as far as car racing is concerned, and we wanted to get into bikes because that's obviously the big thing in India. And we've done some rallies on and off in the past. We have one of our brand ambassadors is MS Dhoni, who is such an avid biker himself, right? Apart from being a legend cricketer. So we've taken those small steps, but I think, Martin, this is a big step. This is a big step for us, and we want to now, come together and build a community of bikers with us. We want to associate with them. lBW talks about together as one. Gulf talks about together we are unstoppable. So you can see the camera right there. We believe that man, machine, and Gulf, when these are together, then they are unstoppable. And in the new context, Martin did mention the fact that women riders are coming, so I think that man, machine, and Gulf will have to change to person or human, machine, and Gulf. Certainly is a combination that's unstoppable. What we also like about lBW, and Martin touched upon it, is the sheer democracy, right? So it's not for a particular set of riders, it's not for a particular OEM gang or so on. It's open for everyone. It's even open for scooter guys. And you mentioned that during your last interview with radio that I was there, right? So that's also what we like about this. And that's also one of the big reasons why we are with lBW, is because we also believe in the whole diversity, inclusion, and spreading this culture as much as possible. We think it is the right time to associate with this. Like you said, the culture has grown, it's grown 10x. Right time for us to be there. So we are happy to be here.
Amit, you exuded, but I think you did pretty well. You did really well. Big round of applause for Amit. And coming up.
By the way, one of the Chai Pagoda rides that Martin spoke about, I went to the Mumbai Chai Pagoda ride and I got my bike there, right? And it was